I can't hear you at all, bro. If you're there we
There's
go. There we go. There we
time out.
go.
All right, so here we go. This is how it
Oh
works.
my god. this is how we start off. This is perfect. This is
Listen.
perfect. This is what we do. This is
So
perfect.
here's what happened. So when I'm playing the intro music, right? I turn my mic off so you can still hear the music, but you can't hear me running my mouth because sometimes, me and Malika be in here talking shit, and so people all in my business. And so, bruh, and if I would have been paying attention to the chats, I would have seen it. Kadre tried to tell your boy, this was his first comment. I'm here. Check your audio. There's no audio.
And I was like,
Now,
yo,
looking,
like
bro.
I heard the music and I was like, all right, cool. And then I heard it like cut out and I was like, oh, he's ready. Oh shit, let me sit down. And then I was like, you were just sitting there. And I was like, oh shit, I can't hear nothing.
Yo, shouts out to my cousin Hannah in the building. She says, "Oh, I thought it was me." No, it was not. It was me, Hannah. I did not know.
So you gotta do that whole. You gotta do that whole joint again.
All right, here we go. All right, so cool. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run it all the way back. I'm gonna put the music on as if nothing ever changed. And
just like normal.
And yeah, we're gonna go back to Find Love because I like that instrumental better. And so the music should be coming in. Do y'all hear the music? Give me like a thumbs up in the chat or something. Let me know if you hear the music. You hear it, Robbie?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna send you away. Let me take. We got to do this the right way.
Yeah.
We got to do it the right way. So you're going bye-bye. I'm gonna mute you. Peace. And I'm gonna throw myself up. Here we go. And then let's go back to like the very first screen that we had because it's all, listen, I do this. I put a lot of time and effort into this and y'all gonna get it like I meant for y'all to get it. That sounds really aggressive. Let me pause on that one. All right, here we go. So we're gonna act like screen was happening. Cool. And then I turned the music down just like so. Just like that. And then I came back and I brought you with peace, y'all. Welcome to the 6 Degrees podcast. I'm your host, Bel-Ami. And as you know, here on 6 Degrees, instead of separation, we choose to explore the ties that bind and highlight those things that keep us connected. I'm really excited about today's episode. This is episode number 5, y'all. We've been here 5 times. Don't know why I keep doing it like this, but it's 5 times. And yeah, it just keeps, apparently, I don't know if you can call it better and better, but it keeps getting different. And anyway, stay tuned for today's guest, my brother, the one and only Mr. Robbie Tolan, right here on the 6 Degrees podcast. Listen, if you are just tuning in, wherever you are watching this, please make sure you take the time to follow, like, and subscribe on whatever platform you may be viewing this on: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I don't think we're on Twitter today, but listen, if you could do me a favor, do me a huge favor. If you're watching this on something other than YouTube, go to YouTube and watch this. It's just better for you, boy. Anyway, without any further ado, I would like to welcome to the show for the second time, but the first time with adequate audio, my brother, Mr. Robbie Tolan. What up, bro?
What up? That's more better. That's more like it right there.
That's how it was supposed to happen. You know?
No, but we here. And I feel better now that we done got some kinks out the way, actually, to be honest with you.
Listen, it's a little kinky, bro. And it's okay for it to get kinky. Nobody's scared of kinky.
I should have thought about who I was talking to when I said that. That's my bad. I set you up.
You should have. Listen, man, this is a fun time. I've been really anticipating this one because of all the guests that I've had on my show, you've known me the longest, like by far. And So I'm anxious for two reasons. I'm anxious because I'm just anxious to talk to you, and for other people who may not know you to hear your story and just to learn more about you. And I'm also anxious because I'm a bit nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you got over there brewing in your head to talk about tonight, and but
I
it's
mean,
all
we'll
open.
see.
But it's all open.
Yeah, man.
What's your temperature, bro?
I was at like about a 88 when I couldn't hear you. I thought it was I thought it was something on my end. I was like, all right, cool, we got it. We got it all straight. I can hear you cool. And then the cut out, and I was like, okay, he's talking. Maybe I'll hear him after the intro. So I was at a 88, and I was bubbling a little bit, but now I'm my temperature's lowering. My heart rate is going down a little bit. So I think I'm about I like 70, 72. 72 with a little breeze. I feel productive today. I got a little workout in. I got some things done that I had on my weekly. I've been keeping a weekly like a to-do list just to
Okay.
kind of hold myself accountable and check off boxes and stuff. So I knocked out some things on my to-do list. So I feel good, man. So and now I get to talk to my brother. So I'm doing well, man.
Speaking of accountability, did you close your rings today, bro? Did you close them? You close your rings yet?
I'm almost
Oh,
at
you almost.
at I'm almost closing a circle.
I see.
But
See,
but but my goal is at 900 calories a day.
this is. I did notice that.
You know
Mine
what I
is
mean?
not there,
So
but I'm actually at like nine something today
yeah.
because I went earlier and I just what I'm saying. I was beasting earlier.
I didn't go. Yeah, I should have. I always kick myself when I wait to work out later because I'm like,
Stuff getting away.
it's getting dark outside. It's like, I don't, mm.
Yo, Khadijah's in the
Man, I
building,
was gonna do another lap, but I'm tired.
bruh. It gets like that. But let me holler out.
Khadijah,
Shout out
positive energy.
Khadijah.
We'll take all of that. Thank you.
Yes, we receive it. We receive it. Kadre talking about airing out some dirty little secrets from Bellami's past. Nah, bro.
Uh-oh.
Nah, nah, nah. I don't know. Let me not say. I don't have no dirty secrets. All my secrets are.
I'm thinking about it. I'm sure something will come up. He'll say something, and I'll be like, "Oh," you know how it go. It'll trigger
That's probably
something.
what's going to. Peace, my boy and brother DJ Elbow Greasy in the building. Y'all should link
Elbow
up for sure,
greasy.
definitely, man. Yeah, it's my brother. He and we started another podcast together that's airing on Saturdays now. And since you brought it up, I mean, and by you I mean me,
Right.
the Free Agents podcast is airing this Saturday and every Saturday, at least for the time being, 10 p.m. Eastern, so 9 p.m. Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. But yeah, DJ Elbow Greasy in the building. I see you, bro. Who else we got in here? Oh, okay. He said he's at 881 and he burns 1220.
88,
Yeah.
88.
No, no, no. He's
Okay.
at 881. So he's another person who I have on my ring. Listen, if you got an
Got
Apple Watch, Apple does not sponsor this show. Maybe I should not broadcast it.
you. You shouldn't plug them. You
But
ain't
hit me
getting
up.
no free
I ain't get
phone and nothing. Nothing.
matter of fact, I'm paying for their phones. Anyway, hit me up. Let's be ring buddies. You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah,
been,
man.
closing these rings. I'm a deem. I
You
be
know what? You know what helps me though, man, is if I'm in a competition with somebody.
mm,
You know what I mean? When I start a 7-day competition, because I don't like to lose. So the fact that like if I'm being lazy and it's like Wednesday, I'm like, let me see what Bel-Ami. Oh hell no! Like you know what I mean? Like I get up and get to moving. So that's what helps me, man.
dig it, dig it. Yo, check it, man. First thing I always like to ask my guests, uh, do you remember or what do you remember about how we met?
Oh my god, that's like 25 years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
uh
easy.
Oh man, I don't know what the first like encounter was, but um we met at La Escuela Rice because that's
As you
this
saw on
week's
the title.
episode of the
Yeah.
show. We met at the Rice School. You are 2 years older than me. So it's weird because I got there in 5th grade. You were in 7th grade, and the middle school. We've talked about this before, but middle school and elementary school don't really jam like that. We don't really. Middle school and elementary don't really talk to each other like that.
Nah, because y'all little kids. Not that we aren't little kids, but
Right.
in a little kid life, it's
Right.
like, nah,
And
that's it.
and we're in clusters. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? We're in clusters. You go you open a door and it opens up into a cluster, and you got 5 or 6 classrooms, and that's your 5th grade cluster, and you go in another one, and that's your 6th grade cluster. And so we didn't. I mean, I have no idea, bro. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what that first encounter was. But we also went to high school together,
Yeah.
and I think it may have just been like. I know this guy from, we went to middle school with each other, and now I see him in high school, and I might have been one of those guys that was just like, hey man, I just, just kind of always around, like, you know what I mean? Because
I think that's what it
you and
was.
I think so too.
It was just around. We were just around.
You just around.
When you're around people, you get familiar.
Yeah, for sure.
And even if it's just like seeing the face, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I was one of those things, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just like, come high school, it's like, oh, I've known this guy since middle school.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And we actually shared a locker together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was your freshman year, right?
That was what?
That was your freshman year?
No, that was
That was your
my sophomore year. That
sophomore.
was your senior year, because so the way Bellaire High School worked is all of the.
Speaking of Bellaire, we got Bellaire in the house right now.
Oh, okay. I see you. Shout out to Bellaire. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
sure, whatever. Shout out to Bellaire High School, not Bellaire,
Not,
but
that's a whole nother conversation.
right. The way Bellaire worked is you had the freshmen and sophomores on the top floor, on the third floor,
Mhm.
and then juniors on the second floor, and then seniors. Seniors were the only ones that could have lockers on the first floor, but you could also have your locker wherever you wanted, right? Isn't that how? I think that's
Yeah,
how it worked, right?
I like the second floor because it was just like perfect in between.
Yeah, and all of my classes were on like the first and second floors, right? So had I been on the third floor, I would have been late to everything. So you and I actually shared a locker my sophomore year, your senior year. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy,
Anybody else on your podcast ever share a locker with you? Huh?
bro. So,
Huh?
no, nobody.
Huh? Okay.
Nobody's ever been that close. Khadijah says she remembers sharing lockers. That's throwback, man.
Sharing locker, that is a throwback.
That's
What's a
throwback.
locker now? What's
Exactly.
a locker?
It was so weird for me, man, when I got up to New York and was teaching in middle school. The kids didn't have lockers. And I was like, huh?
What they have? Metal detectors?
It's like they didn't know how to use them. It's like they never had lockers. I'm
Oh,
like, huh?
word.
What is this? Kind of bush. Anyway,
Let me tell you, I have not set foot in a middle school in a very long time.
hey,
So
man,
I
count
don't
your
I
blessings.
don't know.
Count your blessings. Them little, they crazy now, bruh. They crazy. Thought we was
can
crazy.
imagine.
They crazy. But yo, bruh. So listen, a lot of people don't know this as well. So of course we go way back to middle school, but they don't know that, outside of, I don't know, some people might know you from DJing, some people might know you from baseball, but you have, like, you're multifaceted, bro. And I really want people to really learn more about you. So just, can you give us like a little quick backstory of how you got to be now DJ Robbie Tolan?
Whew, okay. How much time we on the show for?
Bro, we got time. Just don't take too much time.
All right. Okay.
Don't be boring. You can take as much time as you want if you're not boring.
I grew up in baseball. My dad played 14 years in the major leagues. Played for, got 6 World Series rings. You know what I mean? He
Mm.
was kind of a big deal back in
Kind
the
of a
day.
big deal.
Um, he finished his career with the Padres, so we settled into San Diego. Lived there till I was about 10 years old, and then we moved to Houston, where my mom is from. And you know, baseball's always been my thing. It's always been what I've what I was known for, what I love, my first love. And then, you know, moved into Bellaire. And, you know, Bellaire baseball back in the 90s and 80s and
Oh,
2000s, I mean,
Bellaire was killing.
was a juggernaut, man. It was, you know, we sent about a dozen players to the major leagues. Um, you know, normally nationally ranked.
Mm.
Uh, Bellaire baseball is a big deal. So I went there, played all 4 years in high school, uh, went to college, played some pro baseball, living my dream, right? And
Yeah, man.
then this how deep you want me to get into this
Man,
next
listen,
part?
let the people know what they need to know, bro, because that's the frame, that's the framing, that's the context for this space. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So like,
Sure. So yeah, we'll touch on it. So I was home during the off season in 2008. I was training and getting ready for the upcoming season, and I was out with some friends and my little brother, my cousin. But you know
yeah,
how
yeah,
black people are. You know, if you close enough, y'all brother.
yeah,
So,
family.
and he was living with us, so that's my brother. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
Um, so was out with my little brother, and you know, this was December 31st, New Year's Eve. So pulled up in front of the house, um, like I had done for, you know, forever. Parked on the street, walked up the driveway to the front door, and heard, you know, get on the ground. So we're like, we look, and it's a Bel Air police officer. You know, we lived in Bel Air, been living there for at the time for 15 years. So we heard get on the ground. You know, we're like, what's going on? You know, the cop says we got a report of a stolen car. And we're like, no, that's a mistake. It's my car. It's my house. It's my little brother. I got my ID. I can show you. And they didn't want to hear it, so they just kept, you know, telling us to get on the ground. So my parents come outside of the house, and I'm like, okay, well, mom and dad are coming outside. Like I'll get down now because they're gonna come outside and you know handle everything. And it just went south from there, bro.
Mm,
The cop told my dad at gunpoint, like took my dad at gunpoint and put him up against the wall. Another cop came and grabbed my mom so hard that she had bruises and threw her up against the garage door, and I lost it. I popped up and told him not so nicely to please remove your hands from my mama. And
we all know how that
and yeah, and without saying a word, he shot me in the chest.
went.
So after that, I actually made a full recovery and returned to the baseball field the following year in
Mm,
2010, and I officially retired in 2011. Um, and you know, during all of that, you know, of course, there's a legal battle that lasted, you know, 7 years, and so I was shot at 23, and we eventually settled. We were forced into settling
mm,
at 30. So a 7 year battle in court, and you know, we got a Supreme Court case out of it, and I got a book out of it. So you
yeah.
know, and of course, after I was shot, I started DJing, or just before that, I started DJing. So you know, I
Before we
had
get to
something
that,
to. Okay,
um, I really think that that part is important, man. And I'm not going to spend too much time here because there's much more to you. I want to get to that. But I also think this is a very significant piece. And I've told you this before in our own conversations, but I really feel like you are like, you have a very unique space in that, you know, this was right around the time when, the Trayvon Martins were happening, and so like it was like the beginning of this recognition of like grave injustice that's being done to us, which has now become just part of our national just conversation. um I mean, it's good, but it's also sad that it has to become that. And I think, just because you survived, and like I said, bro, you're not on a shirt right now. um and I think that's an important space, bro, an important thing. Also, it's I'm sure it can be a heavy weight to carry as well.
Yeah,
um
of course.
because now your life is okay, cool. So why shouldn't we kill black people? Well, because they can become what Robbie is. Well, what is Robbie becoming? You know what I'm saying? So like, I know there's a lot that you, I'm sure, wrestle with in between there, but I know music was a really big part of you getting beyond, something happened to me, to like moving towards like, okay, what am I going to do? Um, so can you talk a little bit about that? I know you were getting towards it.
Yeah, man. I mean, and of course, you and I are close. We talk all the time, and I think I've shared this with you before, but I had no other outlet after that. You know what I mean? I'm in the hospital for a month. Um, when I get out, and I should mention that there were two other black men that were shot and killed within the same 24 hours that I was shot, killed by police.
Yeah.
A guy by the name of Adolph Grimes in New Orleans, and if you all remember the movie Fruitvale Station, Oscar Grant in Oakland. And so, I'm laying there alive in a hospital room, and there's some survivor's guilt there. There's a bunch of questions. Why me? Those
Mhm.
two other guys had kids. I didn't have any kids. You know what I mean? Those kids have to grow up without a father now, and just a lot of why me. You know what I mean? Why was I so lucky? Why did I? Why am I the one to pull um, out of this? And so, you know, uh, once I was released from the hospital, it's all over the news. It's I mean, nonstop. You know what I mean? It's constantly, and you know, the media got wind of me being released from the hospital. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh well, where is he going? Is he going back to Bellaire? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I couldn't go anywhere when I was actually like cleared by doctors to go out and go to the movies, go to dinner or whatever. Um, I couldn't go anywhere without being harassed, recognized, followed. Sometimes I
Yeah.
remember going to the movies and people, kind of taking pictures. You know what I mean? Like one of doing one of those, and so I had no outlet really. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Couldn't go anywhere. So my only outlet was music. That was it. I mean, I buried myself into uh, albums. I buried myself into writing music. I buried myself into DJing, and so, I mean, that was the thing that kept me from going crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. And the cool thing too, and a lot of people don't know this, but we really got super close during that period,
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I think we were both in transitional phases. I had just moved back to Houston, and I had decided this is what I'm about to do, and I'm about to do it full out. And
Yeah, man.
you were in the space of, look, I need to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I can't do what I really, really love right now. And I think in that space, like, we really kind of leaned on each other. Maybe not even
yeah,
knowing how heavily at the time, but it was, man, that time period was transformative in just my life. And
yeah.
I'm sure it was in yours, and we did it together. And we
Hundred
talked
percent.
about this before. Bro, you were at my first show. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
I
you were
was.
on. We performed together at my first
I
show. You
was
wanna tell the
on
people
your
about
first
that?
show. I was on your first show. I Okay, let's not spend too much time on it because my career was very short-lived, right? Um, but of course, we all go through a phase where we think we can sing and rap, and we're gonna be the next, whoever. And so my cousin Eric and I had this group, this rap group, the Fam. Shout out to the Fam,
Shout out.
and
E-Rock.
and Rock, yeah, man, and when you moved back, you actually had like some you didn't have what you got now, but you had some studio equipment, and we were like, well, we can rap, but we ain't got no studio. And I feel like we were at your house, or at least I was at your house every day. I feel like
Yeah. At
like
least
like every day. Like I'm sure
like
your mama was like, yo, your
yeah,
boys your boys here.
that's not even hyperbole, bro. Like that's a legit solid, if not every day, a solid 5 days out of the week.
Yeah, man.
At
Yeah.
least.
And so you would now, did you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you were doing open mics. You were doing open mics before that, right? So we were in a space, and like you said, we didn't realize what we were for each other at the time. We certainly do now, right? But
Yeah,
for me, it was just I've been cooped up in the house for months and months. This dude is back. It's my boy, and we still kept in contact throughout everything.
yeah.
Post high school. Um, he's going to do these open mic shows. I'm gonna go. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Get
And
on
for
the list.
you were trying to get your name out there in the Houston music scene.
Mhm.
And well, I'm trying to do these open mic shows. I'm trying to get my name out there. And okay, Robbie, want to come? All right, cool. So that's all it was on the surface level for us at that time. But like you said, we didn't realize what we were for each other.
You were my entourage.
I was your entourage.
You were my entourage, bro.
I was your entourage. Yeah. Yeah. And I would give you my little critiques. I would sit there. Okay. Okay. Hey man, next time you don't want to.
Right. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man.
No,
That was
I
a
was your
special time.
entourage. Yeah, it was. And so you had gotten approached by this was she a promoter?
Yeah,
Was she a promoter?
she was promoting. I don't know if she was a
She's
promoter, but she was
promoting.
definitely promoting.
Well, and she asked you if you wanted to be on the show next week, and you were like, "Yeah, cool." Now you didn't have a song. You were practicing guitar. You were practicing guitar. You like
Uh,
bing bing bing
bro,
bing, like you
prac
were practicing guitar,
that's probably the highest
and
compliment you could give that period of my guitar playing, practicing.
and you were like, "Yes, I'm gonna do it." Didn't have a song. Didn't have. You know what I mean? And so around that time, you, Eric, and I were making some music. We had made some music and some tracks, and I'm so glad you don't have them
I just
at
didn't
the
pull them off.
ready. I'm so glad you don't have them. I'm so glad you don't have them.
Next
If
time.
you had asked me for them before, I probably would have sent them to you without knowing what you wanted it for. But but the
Now
fact
you
that you
can
didn't, I'm like, woo, cool. But uh you agreed to do the show, and we agreed to perform with you. I don't even know. You might have been like, "Yo, my boys perform too." I think that's what you did because we,
no,
we didn't. That was our first show.
it was, and by that time we had like done some stuff. But the real tea is, and I'm just gonna spill it, man. I just was uncomfortable. And I was like, it's no way I'm about to get up here and suck by myself. I need some other people to suck with me, at least so we can go out and have drinks later and be like, man, that shit sucked. But
Well, at least we all suck together. All right. Yeah, man.
yeah, man, that was like special time, bro, special time. And what song do we perform?
And
Do you
your
know?
show did your we did so sweet. We did so
So
sweet.
Sweet. That's right.
That was our biggest hit.
Maybe one day, maybe one day, I'll play some old school Bel-Ami and the
Oh
fam tunes.
God.
We got
Oh,
plenty, man.
please
We did a lot
don't.
of work. But bro, that's where I was
Please don't. No,
learning
we
how to record. I was learning how to record
yeah,
that whole
yeah,
time.
and your show did not go well.
It
You did
did.
not do well. You forgot lyrics that you
I
had
forgot
written
everything. I ain't
the
know how
week
to play it.
before. You messed up chords and made but you got up there and did it, man. And I'm hella proud, man, that you did that. You took that step because now, I mean, now you're just above terrible.
Thank you,
So
man. Thank you.
that's good
Listen,
stuff, man.
it's so interesting, and I'm sorry, y'all. We just been in this conversation, and I need to go through the comments. My boy Eric Lewis just popped in. He produced my whole record, so
Oh,
music.
that's dope.
It's
That's
all
dope.
him. He was the bass player on everything. And
Very dope.
who else is in here? We got some shouts out to
Oh,
Los Primos.
Gregory.
Come on,
Gregory Smith, Los Primos. Yeah. What up, fam?
we'll talk about that in a little bit. Greg also asked, "What's in the cup?" Some
What's in whose cup?
a little bit of crown, tonight. I don't
Yeah,
typically do crown a lot, but
I got Crown too, but I got mine in a Yeti just because I
you don't want to look like an
probably
alcoholic.
drink a little more than well, I don't care about looking like an alcoholic. I just didn't want to have to like run downstairs and like refill my cup before the show was over.
Yo, check this out.
So,
We were just talking about recording.
oh, Joe P.
Joe P was
Joe P. Oh, Breeze was fire too.
Breathe was Breathe was the shit. Listen, okay, so also, and I haven't put this in here yet, but throughout the show tonight, I know people are gonna have tons of questions, comments, whatever you want. I'm posting right now in the comments or in the chat rather, a link. If you click that link, you will be zoomed to teleported backstage, the VIP section, and you can offer your comments or whatever you want to say. If you want to ask questions to Robbie or myself, you can do all of that just by clicking that link that I just posted in the chat on whatever platform you're on. I just ask that you just don't get me banned from any of these platforms. So don't be out here naked.
Keep it
And if
cute,
you are,
y'all. Keep it cute.
put some stickers over the
Some little pasties.
put some stickers on the memories. If you got roaches crawling on your wall, kill them
If you
first.
got roaches crawling, we're gonna talk about you. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
will
mean,
talk.
if a roach crawl across this, I mean, I expect to be talked about. So it's all good. But these some old ass records too. Like they might attract some silverfish. You
Right,
might
bro.
see some shit crawling.
You got some silverfish. Facts.
I mean,
Yo,
I wouldn't be surprised.
so aside from, and clearly I've just done away with format for tonight. I don't really want to interview this dude too much. I just like talking to him. So we're just gonna have a conversation here. I'm gonna ask you some questions because I got some more questions that I want to ask. I think the people should know about. And so you took all of this energy, and now you've created this music. And let's fast forward even beyond that, like to you got a Supreme Court case. Things are coming to a point where you're like, you know what? I got to get this story out to people. So you want to quickly talk about your book?
Yeah, man. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't.
It's all good.
But yeah, man. I was just during the well, what happened was we won the Supreme Court case, and the Supreme Court remanded it back to the judge in Houston who threw it out initially. So it was going to be like a whole other thing, like a whole other process. She wanted to throw it out again, and the writing was on the wall, and we were just, I was ready to, move on to something.
Yeah.
What I mean. My parents wanted to fight. My mom wanted to fight. But like I said before, I was shot at 23. We settled at 30. So you're talking about 75% of my 20s.
Yeah.
spent in courtrooms.
Mm.
And so I just wanted to, I had my mom at that point had, had kids and a kid and, traveled all over the world, and I ain't been nowhere, and I'm still living at home. And you know what I mean? I just I hadn't lived my life yet, and she had lived and done all this great stuff and traveled, and now this was her second life. You know what I mean? This was
Mm.
her fight, and she wanted to keep going. And I was just like, look, man, I'm tired. Like, and so the book piece happened. It started as a way for me to just remember everything that happened. Um, I had never had aspirations of being an author or a writer or, writing a book or anything like that. But when stuff would happen, because it was so much
So much
going
going
on,
on.
I was like, I need to write this stuff down, um, so that I won't forget it.
Mm.
And I would write about things that were happening with regards to the case and the trials, and then I started like, well, I remember in high school, and I wrote a story about high school, and then I was like, well, in middle school, and I just started, and so this book kind of started to form, and for me, that was my something to move on to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's how the book thing happened. But the book is called No Justice. Um, and if you've ever been in the love zone or the quarantine kickback, you've seen the poster of the book. I wish I had it, and I could go grab it real quick, but that'd be like weird for the show, right? If the guest just
Just a little bit,
dips out.
perhaps.
And so yeah, I really should have got it. But the book is called No Justice. And it's on Amazon. And thankfully, man, that's my baby. Like when you write a
Yeah.
song, you know what I mean? You put
Right.
your guts into that thing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so my baby is out in stores, and thankfully people that have read it have said some really nice things about it. So yeah,
Amen
man.
to that. Yeah, bro, you did a really good job just getting it out, man, because like I said, man, you have the opportunity. So like you have to use it, man. To whom much is given, much is required. And you definitely stepping up
Yeah,
to the
man.
plate with that in that regard. So shouts out to you, and I'll make sure we get that up, and I'll leave the link to the book in the description. It actually might be in there already if I did everything I was supposed to do in a timely manner. It's done already. But yo, so talk about DJ Robbie Tolan, man. Uh, Listen, right, since then you have just skyrocketed, bro. Like I saw how you started DJing, and
Mhm.
you would make these mixes and send them,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
would listen to them. And you were good. Like you know music well enough to pick what works together. But the transitions,
Yeah.
bro, the transitions needed work. And fast forward to now, bro, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bro, you DJing with people who've been DJing, you know?
Yeah, man.
This is
I've
what you
I've
do.
always had this crazy like musical palette, you know what I mean? Like I've always had this like really, I mean, I listen to everything. You know what I mean? Like I remember I was like banging like Paul Simon's Graceland when I was like in elementary school. You know what I mean? Like who does that, right?
Yeah,
Like I mean, I listened to everything. And then I grew up excuse me, I grew up in San Diego where like the dance stuff was happening. I mean, Blink 182 is from the same city in suburb of San Diego that I'm from. You know, CC Pennison, CNC Music Factory, like all of that stuff was popping. Hammers from the Bay right up the street. You know what I mean? All of that stuff was happening at the same time, and that's what I was around. And then moving to Houston, where screw music was emerging and popping, and then just having older cousins and big my big brothers, just being around them and just gaining more of an appreciation for music. So I've always had this crazy, crazy musical palette. And so, yeah, man, man, we're such important pieces of each other's journey, man. It's so crazy because when you started going to these open mic nights
Mhm.
and I was with you, I was learning how to DJ, or I had learned, right? Like, I mean, not that we ever stopped learning, but I had learned how to DJ, and I had
Like you
been
learned enough to
practicing,
do
but
a
I was
set.
going to these shows with you. I learned enough to do a set. I learned enough to do a you know above average, basic, cool. He didn't mess nothing up set,
Got you.
and so I you are actually a big reason why I started getting booked as a DJ to do gigs, because I was going to these shows with you, and we, you would do this show with this promoter Ahmad. Shout out
Shouts
to
out to
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Yo, he just
Ahmad,
looks out.
Ahmad is man. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Such a good dude, man. Um, but we met Ahmad, and when I felt comfortable enough, like you said, I was doing these mixes. I was recording mix. I was doing like a themed mix, like a vibey, moody type mix, and I would do like a turn up mix, and I would do but I was sending them out because I didn't know promoters. I didn't know how to put myself in a position to DJ a party, like an actual party with humans. You know what I mean?
That's important.
And so I was making mixes. I was making mixes and sending them out to people like, yo, like an audition tape. Like, yo, here, listen, this is me DJing. And so we met him out, and when I felt comfortable enough to do a set, I hit him out on Facebook, and I was like, hey,
Yo, this is hilarious.
I was like, hey, I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Bel-Ami's friend. I'm a DJ now.
Exactly. Listen, if you're sending out an email to somebody to prospect some work, that's probably not how you want to do it.
I'm a DJ. I remember saying to him, I'm a DJ now.
Yep.
Not
You
not like, yo, I'm a DJ. Like, I just turned DJ today.
Look what I can do.
So I said, I'm a DJ now, and he would do these live music shows, and he would have an artist or a couple of artists with a band, and they would play for an hour and a half or so, whatever, and then they would take a or they would play for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, take a break, play another 30, 40 minutes, take another break, and then shut it down, or close it out. And I we had been going to these shows, so I knew what the format was, and I was saying like, hey, I'm a DJ now. Maybe you need a DJ like during your intermission, right? Because it would be just quiet. Like, they would shut it down. The band would stop, and the band would all go, and the artist would go to the bar and grab some drinks. And it was, we was just mingling or whatever. And I was like, well, music. Like, maybe I can DJ during the breaks.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll try it out. And so that's how I started booking gigs as a DJ, man. And you were a big reason why I got my name out there like that, man. So
Dope. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna take a pause right quick because a couple things. So I'm hearing that you're echoing a bit right now. So let me address some audio issues on my end, and hopefully or is it better now? Y'all, Hannah says it's better now. Um,
It's better right now, but I heard the issue. I heard the
heard
echo
it too.
a little
It might
while
have been
ago.
because I was trying to do too much, man. I was trying to get these other
I was
pictures up.
just trying to thug my way through it.
Hey, well, thank you. It's good now? I see yep. Yep means okay, cool, better now. So we straight. We straight, bruh. We straight. Um, yeah, man. Like, but even since then, bro, and like you got so good that I even had you DJ my wedding.
I did. I DJ'd your wedding in DC, man. Yeah,
Dope,
that
man.
was that was an honor. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm really comfortable behind the booth, like in the the DJ booth. I'm really comfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
But playing in a room full of musicians,
I feel you.
I was like, oh,
Because you know it's gonna be judgment. That's
oh,
why.
okay.
You know they're
Yeah,
gonna be like,
yeah, man. But
"Listen."
yeah, but I did my thing, and a couple drinks, and I didn't give a shit after that.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it
So
typically goes.
that's how it
Um,
goes, right?
Yo, real quick, I definitely want to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of people popping in the chat. And I know y'all heard some sirens earlier. Yes, Erica, this is my girl Erica. Yo, sirens, listen, they all it's just a New York thing. It's gonna be some sirens in here. They gonna make it into the audio. Excuse me, my chair was going down. It's gonna make it into the audio no matter what. That's just New York. And Khadijah even heard it beforehand, like, yo, I hear sirens. Are you in New York? Yes, because New York is just loud as hell for no reason. Um, one more time. Also, if you are still with us thus far, I'd like to remind you, whatever platform you're watching this, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and like all that stuff. And yeah, just make sure you do that. Whatever platform you're watching this on, we air each and every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And next week, if this is your first time, next week our guest is the one and only my brother, Mr. V. Ferg. And of course, the title of the episode is Dear Old Morehouse. Maybe you can guess where I met this guy. But yeah, really dope person. Big ball of energy, man. I can't wait for you all to meet this dude and just find out how we're connected and how our relationship became. You'll find a lot of similarities between Robbie and V Ferg in that relationship. Anyway, listen, we are now into the portion of the show where I would like to play a game with you, sir. You up for a game?
I love games. Is this a
Cool.
fun game, or is this a game where it's fun for you and it sucks for me?
All games are fun. That's why they're called games and not works. Here we go. I don't know if that made any sense, but whatever. Also, I would like to say, listen, this is the highest attendance numbers that we've had in the history of the 6 Degrees podcast. Thank you all for joining in. But also thanks to you, Robbie. They're here to see you. You're frozen right now. What's going on? So he know he about to play a game. And so the dude just decided to freeze on your boy. So this is what we're going to do until he comes back.
I'm back now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're back. Oh, okay, cool.
I
Okay.
promise. I thought I paid my shit, but
You pay your internet.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna need you
We're
to work
back.
on that. I was
Goodbye.
just shouting you out, bro. Like you brought the most people to this show.
I'm
But this is the portion of the evening, of the podcast rather, called "There's a Song for That." Make sure you follow the "There's a Song for That" playlist on Spotify. We update it every week, and "There's a Song for That" is a user curated, or excuse me, guest curated playlist from all my guests here on the 6 Degrees podcast. So make sure you head over to Spotify right now, subscribe to that playlist. It's really dope. It was interesting because none of the songs go together because this is not like I'm sitting down and creating a playlist, but it's just we go through all of these pictures and it just somehow it works. It just works. I'm still trying to figure out why it works, but it does. And
I'm nervous,
so
but all
I'll
right.
say this, man, and I'm gonna try to limit how many pictures I go through tonight because there's just so many, bro. And I realized this after I was like, Robbie's on here. I got so many memories. And so I've got a ton of pictures that I want to go through. And hopefully some of them will draw up some memories for you. Some of them I know for sure speak directly to what we've been talking about just now tonight. And so those should be
Oh man.
some interesting ones
Hey man, ask me my temperature again.
What's your temperature, bro?
Shit,
Your temperature is shit.
it's getting up in the 90s, bro. I'm about to turn this fan on.
Nah, I promise it's not gonna be anything bad, but some of them might be a little bit embarrassing.
Oh, great.
Yep. I probably just said the same thing. That was a bit redundant. They're not bad, they're just embarrassing. Yeah, that's the same thing. All right, here we go. As soon as I can get them open. All right, here we are.
I feel like I'm about to get into the ring. Like I'm trying to.
Yeah. All of this right here. Open those. All right, you ready?
I think so.
And Kadre, I see you backstage, bro. I haven't forgot about you. Also, if you're in the comments and you've got questions that you want to ask, we will address those. I promise we'll get to you. And we'll do like the Q&A portion as soon as this is over. So, yeah, cool. All right. Let me share my screen right quick. Don't show that again. Boom. All righty. First up. Oh, is it going to do it like this? Oh, that's even better. Perfect.
Is it messing up?
I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what just happened.
About to be like, shucks.
Oh, shucks, man. We can't play the game.
Oh, rats. Can't do it.
Listen, thank y'all for bearing with your boy because we're working out these technical difficulties. It's a family show, man. Everybody here is family. Listen, right now, if you haven't yet, go ahead and pour yourself a drink and come back. By the time you get back, I guarantee
I pour myself a drink.
You got a whole Yeti full.
Yeah, well, that was a whole hour ago.
Ignorant, bro. Ignorant. All right, here we go. Something's gonna come up. You might be. I don't want you to see the other ones though. So that's what's gonna suck.
Let me write some shit down.
It's coming up like it's a slideshow, and I don't want it to do that. Boom. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that. And we're gonna do it like that. All right. Let's see what we got here. This is like I'm just shooting in the dark, bro. Still no. Okay. Here, whatever. You're just gonna see him. Whatever. Share. Bam. All right. Here we go.
Oh man. Oh, I don't like this fucking game.
Bro, this is killing me right now. Hold on.
Oh man.
Screen.
What am I wearing?
Stop. Stop this is more fun than I thought it would be. All right.
Oh, this game is terrible. I don't want to play this shitty game no more. Oh man.
Okay. Amir, think about what's going on. What's happening right now? What's happening? I need to get these pictures up. I need to do it in a way where I'm not fucking shit up.
Oh my god. I think I beat a little bit just then.
You dribbled your draws a little bit?
Not like a gross amount, like an uncomfortable, just like a little spot.
Oh, like a comfortable amount of pee in your pants. Got you. That clears it up, bro. Thank you.
Oh man, this
I was
feels
wondering for a
terrible.
second. Okay, we're just gonna do one at a time because boom. All right, so I'm gonna show you the picture. I want you to talk about the picture first, and then tell me what is a song for that picture. This is really pissing me off right now. No. Thank you all for sticking around. Look, we have growing pains here on the 6 Degrees podcast until we
This
get
is fun for me.
this is fun
Just
for you.
so you
Great. Uh, this is not, I don't know what's going on right now. I really don't. But here we go. Let's just try this way. Can you see that?
I can't see nothing, bro.
Okay, good. Perfect. We'll try that one, and then we'll try that one, and that one, and that one.
My face hurt from laughing so much. That's why I'm holding my cheeks like this.
That's what. Oh, bro, I can't wait till you see this one. Oh man. All right, so we're gonna have you like we might not get a song for all of them, but we just still have to show the pictures anyway because I'm gonna need to see your face when you see these pictures.
I don't want to play this anymore.
You can't be a bad sport. You are an athlete, a professional athlete, so you have to be a good sport. Once again, y'all, thanks for sticking around. Clearly, Erica says, clearly I've had too much to drink. Listen, that may or may not be true. And by may or may not, I mean positively is. It don't take much for me. I'm a lightweight nowadays.
I am.
Okay.
Not.
I think we got it.
That's why I
think we got it.
All right. Here we go.
Bro, I'm the worst today.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Do I have time to go TT?
I don't know what you have time to do right now, sir, to be quite honest.
Maybe you'll figure it out.
I will figure it out by the time you get back. Listen, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around. In spite of my shortcomings here. But here at the 6 Degrees podcast, we just roll with the punches because that's what life teaches you to do. What I will do right now, though, is invite my brother here. I see him backstage, and he's been here waiting patiently for some time now. And the way he got back here, if you would like to get back here as well, is he clicked this link that I'm about to put in the chat right now. And once he clicked this link, he became VIP. And you can be VIP as well. Clicking that link in the chat will zoom you to the back room where you can ask your questions to Robbie or myself, or just leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Here on the 6 Degrees podcast, we like to invite all. My brother Kadre.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Despite obstacles, I'm doing fine. My temperature is at 72.
72. Okay. I like 72.
Why
72?
Why 72? It's warm, but it's still breezy and it's comfortable.
Yes. So you like 72, which region of the country? Which region? What kind of 72? Like a 72 in the desert is different than a 72 in like Florida.
Oh, okay. Well, 72 as in Houston, Texas.
Okay. It still might be a little hot there sometimes. Yeah. That Houston is different, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very different. And I really experienced the difference one time when I went to Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And the difference between breathing in humid air and breathing in air that was dry.
Fact. One is you breathing in water.
Yeah.
Because basically what humidity is. It's just the water. It you can't get away from it. And
Yeah.
the other is, you can actually take a breath, actually do some shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, stepping out of that airport in Phoenix, Arizona, in what 2002, 2003. Man, she
Yeah,
was stepping out of there and inhale out. Okay, water. Shout
make
out
you
to Phoenix though. We had balls.
make you think twice about your decisions, right?
Yes, yes,
Yo, so
definitely.
Kadre, have you met Robbie before?
I probably have. I don't remember, but yeah, it's likely.
Yeah,
Since we all like, we pretty much connect in the music scene.
yeah. We
Yeah,
run in similar circles.
yeah.
You were at the show. Were you at the Warehouse Live show? The Warehouse
Uh,
Live show, Michelle and Toby?
I don't remember. I was at the
Because he
House of
DJ'd.
Blues show.
Okay. Well, the
Yeah.
reason I was asking, Robbie DJ'd that show. And that's
Okay.
why I was wondering if you were there or not.
What year was it?
That was maybe 2015. I think it was probably
2015.
2015. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it
Uh,
was.
nah, I don't remember going to that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember that one. So yeah, yeah. But that House of Blues show,
Yo, man, that was a fun one, wasn't it?
man, that was the Valentine's Day show back in 2013.
It was with Tank.
Yes. Yeah, that's the show where you and Philip Wade, y'all blew Tank out the water. Tank just might as well have not shown up that night.
Oh man, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't be rude.
Oh, okay,
Rude.
all right. Edit that out.
Don't
No,
be rude.
shout out to Tank though. Shout out to Tank. But it's just that the opening acts, like y'all tore it up that night.
Cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
plug Robbie back in here
Yes.
and let you holler at Robbie real quick. I'm gonna
Yes.
go away for a second. I know you had a couple questions you wanted to ask Robbie.
Yeah. Hey, Robbie.
What up, brother?
Hey, what's happening, man? So I remember you mentioning like interactions with the Bel-Air police, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a slight interaction with them like in the past too, and that was one of the few interactions with the popo that I had that that was like that really made me understand why we as African Americans, why many of us have this slight anger
Yeah.
toward the police. But I mean,
man.
but for the most part, I am blessed that most of my interactions with the police have been pretty much positive. And
Yeah.
I know I do feel blessed that I did meet the sheep before the wolves. But that one incident with the wolves, like that really did teach me like a lesson and all. And the thing about it is that the Bel Air Police Department, they actually had to they actually tried to cite me for something that I did not do.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so I ended up filing a complaint and everything, and long story short, ended up winning and all. So yeah, but yeah, man. So how long did you say you've been DJing?
Ooh. Probably close to 15 years now.
Okay, 15 years. Okay,
Probably
yeah,
close to 15 years. Yeah.
yeah. Bellamy was telling me about a show at Warehouse Live that he
Mm-hmm.
that he did and everything. He said that you DJ'd, and I was trying to remember whether or not I was at that show, but I don't think I was.
Yeah, man. I actually forgot that I forgot about that show. I forgot
Yeah.
about it, but just then when he said it, yeah, man. I was it was funny because I was DJing Bel-Ami's show, and
Mhm.
then next door um was DJ Mr. Rogers, cat that
Yeah.
I mean he's big deal, and he and I went to Prairie View together. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was I forgot all about that show though. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. But that stage at Warehouse Live though, Lord have mercy. I love being on that stage.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
yo, listen,
Yes.
I finally got the thing working. Thank you for being
Yes.
my. Could see what you don't know is low key is Kadre is my co-host on all my lives. No matter what, if Dre ain't here, it ain't official. So
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Listen, I got some pictures up now. So we just gonna go with you might see some early on, but whatever. This is how it's gonna work tonight. Kadre, we're gonna put you backstage and we'll bring you back a little bit later, bro.
Yes, sir.
If you are still on the chat and you want to jump into, you can use that same link that he used and pop in here. All right, here we go. I appreciate y'all for sticking with your boy because I'm really trying to figure this out. So, first picture.
Yo, is that Rome in the background? No, that's not him.
Nah, that's not wrong. That's
So I
Mona
see a mixed photo, but where is that at?
This is at Bamboo.
That's at Bamboo, the spot above like the Gap store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In the village.
Wow, that's terrible. You look great, but
bro, who you pointing at?
The camera. That's what we do.
This you right here. It's me.
Oh, that's so terrible. That's awful. So I got to pick a song for this, right?
Yeah, give me a song for this one.
So that reminds me of when we would do those open mic shows. I say we, but we were going, but you was singing, you was performing. And the one song that you know what, I got a short story for this.
Okay.
So I remember you were in the little like sing off or whatever with Anzio.
Shouts out to Anzio too, man.
Shout out to Anzio. And
I mean, he's still dope.
You guys were neck and neck. I think you had beat out everybody, and it was like a tie. And the MC, I think it might have been Ahmad or maybe somebody else, but the MC was like,
Ali.
It was Ali. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Ali Sadiq.
And Ali was like, all right, we're going to have a sing-off between Bel-Ami and Anzio, and that's going to determine the winner. And I already knew what song you were going to sing. And I told you not to do it.
What did I do?
You did, and that's going to be the song that I picked for this one.
Oh,
but I told you not to do it, but you did it, and it was cool. And then it was Anzio's turn, and he did "Bad Girl" by Usher.
I remember that.
That just set it off, and he ended up winning. But you did, and the song I'm going to pick for this one is Eric Roberson. What is it? Can't Hear Me Over the Music.
Can't Hear Me Over the Music.
Yep, I'm gonna pick that one for this song.
That's a great song.
Over the music, yeah. Not in a sing off.
It's not a sing off. It's not a sing off song. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, but I learned, man. You live and you learn, right? So Eric Roberson couldn't hear me. If I find love tomorrow, hoping it don't follow. The path I've been lost on so many. I forget the words. Anyway, shouts out to Eric Roberson, one of my favorite artists ever. If you love Music Soul Child, you love Eric Roberson. If you love so many other artists, you also love Eric Roberson. Don't even know it. Man, all right, here we go. Next picture.
Oh man, that guy.
Who is this guy?
That is Little Robbie.
Little Robbie Tolan.
That's Little Robbie Tolan, man, with a big ass glove. Just wanting to play baseball all the time, man. That's a I don't know. Song for this. Is it like do you have a sand timer like on me? Do I have to?
Nah. If we need to come back, listen, we have so many songs for you. If you just want to skip one, we can do that too. We have so many pictures for you. That's why.
All right.
If you want to come back to it later, we can do that too. It's your world, bro.
Yeah, let's come back to that one.
Come back to that one. Lil Robbie Tolan. Listen, if you're in the chat right now and you have a song for that one, go ahead and tell us what song you have for that one.
Yeah, all right. Please do.
Here's the next one.
Oh man.
What Tolan and E-Rock.
That was at the height of the fams, you know what I mean? Like heyday. I'll tell you what, just because obviously I would pick one of our songs, but we don't have it. But I'll pick a song that we covered Um, I'm gonna go with Ain't I by Young LA and
Mm,
Ti. And remember that one?
yeah.
Remember the cover that we
Yes,
did?
I do. I do. Bro, listen, that's a good song. I hadn't even I probably have not listened to that song since then.
It's a
But
good
it's great.
song.
Hold on. So we had some other so Erica says, is that another in the mix party? Yes.
It is.
There's
They were everywhere.
in
They
the
had
mix.
like 100 employees that would be in every single club everywhere.
Matter of fact, I feel like if you had a nice enough camera and a flash, you could just say you was with in the mix and you could
Yeah,
get into
for
a
sure.
party. That's really why people wanted to be there.
I feel like if you didn't have an in the mix party picture, you were like terrible.
Bro, you wasn't nobody.
Or you were nobody. You wouldn't go nowhere. You were lame or something. Everybody has an in the mix picture.
Well, you think about it, right? And think about how times have changed.
Why do you have these?
That was Instagram. That was Instagram back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You say, why do I have these? Listen, and this
Yeah,
is
man.
listen, if you're seeing any pictures on here that you love and you're just like, this is hilarious, I want to go on here and troll Robbie, all of these pictures are available on public platforms. I don't pick any pictures that you haven't approved to be seen by the world, which is what
Oh,
makes this fun.
I gotta clean up my shit.
Look, Kadre had a song for the picture, the little Robbie Tolan picture, Every Little
Every
Step.
little step. That's good. I feel like it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, that's cool.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think we can come up with a better one though.
Okay.
I
Okay.
got to think about that. But I'm just nervous because I see the hair in this next one. So
Bam.
yeah, that guy right there. So yeah, man, that was a Halloween party that
So
I DJ'd.
this was just it's a regular Saturday night, right? It's your regular Saturday night outfit.
That was a Halloween party that I DJ, and I bought a big ass blouse.
Bro, don't lie on Halloween like that, man. This is this is a regular Saturday night.
And that is my real hair, by the way.
This is listen.
My
There's some
real
other
hair.
pictures.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't like this game, man. This game is terrible. I gotta go clean up all my social media accounts, man.
Look, man, I'm telling you, it
Um,
can get brutal out there.
let me see. I'm good for that. I'm going to pick one of my favorite Prince. So obviously, I'm DJing the party's Prince.
I
I'm
don't know if
gonna
that's
pick.
obvious. I think you obviously.
I hope it is.
But bro, like you wear a blouse, real sexy, like though, bro, real
Well,
tight
I
chest, man.
wore a blouse. I wore a blouse, and I made sure that I ran all the errands that I needed to run before I was going to this party, so that I would not have to step into anywhere looking like that. So
What's
yeah.
the song for this one?
So my song for this one is I was gonna say it's gonna be "Lonely" by Prince, but I'm gonna go with another one of my favorites that's a little more upbeat. I'm gonna go with "Erotic City" by Prince.
You're right. Listen, you just made, I picked this picture in particular because I knew Kadre would be on here, and Kadre is the biggest Prince fan I've ever met.
I actually have that. Hold on. I actually have that. It's gonna be "Lonely" record
Ah, there you
right
go.
there.
There
So
you go.
yeah, man.
There you go. All right, next picture. So far we have "Couldn't Hear Me," Ain't I by Young
Knock my headphones
Erotic City. Here's the next one.
out. Oh, okay. Yeah, this was
Look at that follow.
Babyface Robbie. Yeah, man. You gotta make contact, and then you can let go. And you know, a lot of kids now be trying to swing with one hand. Nah, get that full follow through. You see that torso?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was high school. Babyface Robbie in high school. Let me see. Um, you know what? I'm thinking about a bunch of songs that came out while I was in high school. My boy DJ and I, every time we hear a song, we think about like what was happening in our lives when it came out, when we heard it.
Yeah.
So I see that picture and I'm thinking about like what was happening and what was going on. So I graduated in '03, and the summer of '03, Bad Boys 2 came out.
Okay.
So for that, I mean, it has, it's, I'm not like twerking in the picture, but Shake Your Tail Feather comes to mind
Okay.
when I see that. That was the song of the summer um, when we graduated high school.
Shake your tail feather.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I ain't heard that one since '03 either.
That or like Flip Side by Freeway. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
love that
dun,
song.
dun, dun.
You know what's
Well,
crazy? I
Big
never
Pun
knew the name
always
of that
do it.
song.
Yes, it's Flip Side.
Flip side. We're gonna put both of them in there.
Yeah,
Flip
put
side.
both of them in
We need some East Coast flavor. All right, next picture.
there. Oh.
So here's the real funny part though. This is his real hair as well.
That's my real hair. Yeah, yeah, man.
We don't even
Yeah.
need a song for this one. I just wanted to put this one in here because
I'll explain the picture though. So I had my hair was I wore it back in a ponytail. I didn't really whatever. I just woke up and threw it in a ponytail and went. And my little cousins, my twin cousins, I think at the time of that picture they might have been like 7 or 8, and they were like, "Robbie, you look like that dog." And I was like, "What dog?" And they found the picture, and so they were like, "You should do your hair like that. You want us to do your hair like that?" And I was trying to be a good sport
and you let
and
him.
and I let them do my hair like that. So yeah,
Nothing wrong
uh,
with
I
I
don't I don't think I
love
have a
it.
song for it though.
I love this. Erica has a great song for this.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Do that. Put that shit in there.
I love it. Where my dog's at. Dope,
Please
dope,
excuse
dope.
my ice.
And she says this isn't fair. She said the hair thing isn't fair. I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. You know, it's funny. Tonight, when I showed Malika this picture before we got on, I was like, he's going to love this one. I said, and I showed her this one and something else. I was like, yeah, he's Samoan. Oh, who on this side is Samoan? Like, yeah, I can see that. And I was like, nah, nobody is Samoan.
He's
He's just
terrible.
Robbie. All right, here we go. Next picture. I like this one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's me DJing at my boys gig actually. So when the world is open, I have a residency every Friday at the Alley Cat um, in Houston,
Mm,
and my boy has a residency at this spot. Uh, this is a restaurant called Skeet's Barbecue, but they turn it into like a little, I mean, not a club, but like a more of a lounge and with music and a DJ. And so that's me at his residency. So let me see. For that, um, hmm, I think I'm going to. I kind of have two.
okay.
Um, One is a song that he plays virtually every weekend that he DJs.
What's that?
There. It is No Vaseline by Ice Cube. And
Wow.
so just seeing that space reminds me of that song. The other one is a song that he turned me on to while we were DJing there that I hadn't heard it, but it's by Juvenile. It's called Just Another Gangster.
Mm, just another gangster. I haven't heard that one either.
It's pretty fire. Now I play it all the time.
Dope. That's something that's interesting too, because I'm sure as a DJ, you go now and listen everywhere you go, you listen differently.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure you're taking notes and finding things. Is there often times where you hear stuff that's new, completely new?
Yeah, I mean, trap music. I don't it's
Is this
terrible to me.
not your, it's not your vibe?
It's not my jam, man. So I mostly listen to I listen for, quality of transitions. I don't really listen depending on where I go. You know what I mean? If I'm going to listen to like a DJ Aggravated or like a Red Soda or like a like a old head that one of the OGs, then I listen to see if I hear something that I haven't heard in a while or
Yeah.
don't have or haven't heard. But if I go to a like club, which I mean, 2020 and 2021 is not a thing anymore, or
Nah.
for me it isn't. But if I go to a club, I'm really just thinking how soon before we get the hell out of this club.
I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, everything sounds the same to me. This new stuff that's coming out, everything just about sounds the same, and
It's not
I'm
my
not
thing.
I'm not effing with it, man.
Yeah. Hey. All right. Here's the next picture. Next picture.
Oh man,
Shouts out to mom and dad.
oh
Listen,
man, oh man. Oh, is this the video? Oh, it's not the video. Okay,
no, I didn't capture the video. I just screenshot the video.
okay. I saw the little speaker in the corner, and then I was like, oh shit, did he put the? Yeah. So this is when my dad was. He had just retired, and well, not just retired. He retired a few years before that, and gone into coaching. And that's when he was a coach for the Seattle Mariners. So we lived in Seattle for that baseball season in '87. I was 2.
Mm.
Um, you know what? I don't even know. Let me just. I'm gonna just kind of ramble a little bit while I check and see if this is on Spotify
Okay.
because I don't. If this one isn't on there, then I have another. I don't even have Spotify on there. Okay, I'm gonna just give you 2.
Okay.
So the first one, because it's in Seattle, I feel like I got to do some Seattle-ish, right?
Okay.
So the first one that you probably have never heard is a song by Kid Sensation called "The Way I Swing," and it's featuring Ken Griffey Jr. rapping.
I've definitely never heard that. The way I swing.
So that's the one I'm gonna pick. If that's not on there, then I'll go another Seattle artist, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'm gonna go Posse's on Broadway for that one.
Posse's on Broadway. Posse. Broadway. Dope. Yo, man, this is shaping up to be a really interesting list. And bruh, I love this picture so much, man, because
I do too.
this is y'all.
Yeah, man, I'm not mad at that one at all.
It's nothing but love, bro. You walk in the house, it's nothing but love.
Yeah,
Open arms, always, like just supportive. Like this is what you need, man. This is hashtag Black love right here.
yeah, man. I love this picture. I love this picture.
Yeah, man. And shouts out to the both of them. Send my love to them when you get a chance, brother. All right, next one.
Oh man. Ah, those were good. The good old days, man. That's when we won. I played baseball at Prairie View, and we won back to back conference championships. The first baseball championships in the school in yeah, I said baseball. First baseball championships in the school's history. So
Have there been any since?
There was one in 2012, but none after that.
Hmm.
And so that was a good time, man. That was in I think we were in Jackson, Mississippi for the conference tournament. It's my boy JJ, man. That team was a special team, bro. Like I've played for and with many teams and many great players, and that was the team where we were the most. It was just a really fluid, cohesive team of some some savages, man. We were super cold, man. I miss those guys. So for that, I have two as well,
Okay. Of course,
and
the
they're
DJ. We get the DJ on here. He got 2 songs for every picture.
both um, walkout songs that I used that year.
Okay.
So the first one is the remix, um, "Game Over" the remix by Lil Flip,
Game over.
and then the second one was, and what I finished the season with was "I Love It" by Young Jeezy.
Love it. Jeezy. Yo, man. That concludes this portion.
Oh man, I was like, shit. What else you got? Let's go.
There's a song for that. Actually, I might have one more.
Okay.
Man, one more. Yes, I do.
Oh man. Okay. This is another Halloween joint right here. I'm trying to recreate my dad, but I'm about 40 pounds thicker than he was. So I
And
couldn't fit into his jersey or his pants. So I had to wear some mismatch shit. But yeah. Let me see. Um Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Hmm.
you got
Hmm.
the pose all the way down, though, bruh. I will say that.
Yeah, I was looking at the picture when I did it, and I had my boy who was taking the picture. I said, "Hey, direct me, man. What I got to do? Okay, put my hand like this. Okay, do it like this. Uh, oh man. Hmm. I am struggling with this one a little bit.
Well, while you take your time to struggle, I just want to remind everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in thus far. We got some people who've been in here the entire time. We going on an hour and a half now. This is
Wow.
dope. You've been with us through we started this joint with technical difficulties, and then we had some more technical difficulties just getting to this part. But it's always with my brother. It's been a beautiful conversation, and just time here. Shouts out to Kadre for jumping in. If anybody wants to get in, ask a question, you can either post it in the chat or you can click this link right here that I'm putting in the chat, and you can pop backstage and we'll let you ask your question or just give a comment or just add your thoughts with Robbie Tolan face to face. I also want to remind you to tune in each and every week, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. My special guest for next week's episode of 6 Degrees Podcast is my brother, V Ferg, Vincent Ferguson. Some of you may know him as that. Multifaceted, multi-talented brother. Um, Definitely want you to join in for that. And wherever you're watching this right now, I just want to like to remind you to follow, like, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube watching this, click that little bell icon. It'll notify you whenever I have a new video coming up. And Robbie, you got a song for this one yet?
I do, man. It's I was trying to get a little more complex than this, but this is kind of this is easy. So, and I
Okay.
can't think of anything else, but I'm gonna just go with "Stun Like My Daddy."
Stunting Like My Daddy.
Yeah, man. Is that Birdman or Lil Wayne and Birdman or
I don't know.
one of them? I think it's Wayne, right?
I think it is Wayne.
I think it's
Um,
Wayne.
it's on his Kiss 'Em in the Mouth album.
Okay, well, that makes me want to change it. But all right.
Oh,
You know, not like my daddy.
anyway, listen, bro. I'm didn't mean to ignore the chats. Y'all been sitting here talking to my brother. Let me go back up here real quick. We had a bunch of song suggestions in here for some other stuff. I don't know exactly what they pertain to at this point because we was just having our own conversation. But yeah, whatever. I guess I'm not going through the chats no more. We had some. Oh, Kadre had one. Wind beneath my. Oh, we are the
Yeah, the
champions.
Champions by Queen. I love Queen. I love Queen. I listen to Queen like on the regular. Like I listen to Queen on the way to the club. You know what I mean? Like I love Queen. I love Queen. But
Until they start.
I had to go with them.
So maybe if somebody made some trap music with a Queen sample, you listen to it?
No, I don't want to do that. Sounds terrible.
We had some Wind Beneath My Wings, Gerald and Eddie Levert.
I think that was from my dad. Well, my dad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That made me feel like he's like my dad dead. I don't, you know, it's like some.
Kadre talking about his favorite Juvenile song. Huh?
Let me be somewhere that song. Oh, you want that big body beans, huh?
You want the one to keep on the friends, huh? I don't remember all the words, but yeah, man, that was the jam. And then what, Kadre? Which one was this one for? This one. Oh, that was for when you were DJing. The picture that had you DJing when you said you were at your boys' gig. And back to this. Apparently, Kadre. He's Samoan. Oh, that explains it.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. Oh, this one was cool too. We had, I think this was for your blouse shirt.
Of course. Yeah. We like to
Diamonds and pearls. Oh, my brother just joined. We got him backstage. DJ Elbow Greasy. You ready to jump in here, bro? Give me a thumbs up.
Greasy.
Cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna plug you in, bro, and let you holler at Robbie real quick.
I don't know if he can hear me though.
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Oh, snap. I'm on. What's up?
What's good?
What's that? I see all them records behind you trying to be like your boy, huh? You got way more than I do, I feel like.
I just put this together because I heard it's a DJ, that's all.
Yeah, okay. That's good stuff, man. That's what's
Elbow
up.
Greasy, what up, man?
Am I echoing or no?
I don't know. I don't. You're not echoing to me.
Okay.
It's probably because you don't have your headphones in right now.
I have these AirPods.
You got AirPods in.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. Don't ask me. I don't know any technical shit.
Okay. So I wanted to ask. First of all, this has been an amazing interview. I don't know if y'all realize it. Like, you know, y'all flow so well together. And you've been like navigating through all these different topics, whether it's from elementary school, etc. But I wanted to ask Robbie, like, you know, even though I'm a DJ, like, I kind of want to go back, if that's okay. Like the idea that like cops put his hands on your mom's, like at any, like it just seemed like you had no fear. Like you were completely like, I am programmed to protect my mother. You know what I'm saying? So like what was going through your mind, like during that time? And was this your first, like, were you accustomed to being pulled over by the cops and, you know, things of that nature, considering, you know, your father and, you know, I don't know Bellaire, but I know Bellaire in Southern California, it's a pretty affluent community. So,
yeah,
just kind of get a sense of like what was going through your mind at that time.
Yeah, no, I mean Bellaire is hella affluent too. I mean, it's not Bellaire, California, but it's, you know, it's you know, pretty affluent. So I wasn't, accustomed to being stopped and harassed and whatever by the police. And I didn't, I didn't know that life, probably partially because we lived in Bel Air. You know what I mean? Um, but as far as like what was going through my mind, I didn't. I mean, I'm sure if you asked me, like, if I had a sober mind at that time, not sober like alcohol, but sober
Mhm.
like, thinking clearly and not enraged. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I had a sober mind and you asked like, you gonna get up and tell the cops da. I probably would have been like, no. But for me, just seeing my mother being treated like that, man, it was just instinctive. I didn't think. I didn't have
Mhm.
time to think. Like you said, I wanted to protect my mom.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so it was just instinctive, man. I just jumped up and said, yo, get your fucking hands on my mom.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Period. And I didn't think about it. Didn't think about the consequences. It's just what I did. And I would do it
Mm.
again. But
Mm.
in my sober mind, you know, I mean, we can talk about what would have happened all day,
Mm.
but yeah, man, I didn't think. It was just what I did. It was instinctive, and I don't regret it at all. You know what I mean?
It's so powerful because I'm living in Oakland now, and so when you said Oscar Grant, my brother works for BART. He's an executive for BART, and the effects of Oscar Grant is still in the city. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so, it just reminds me of that movie. Oh man, with Don Cheadle back in the day, and the brother from oh shoot, Empire, when he got pulled over by the police officer. Is it
Crash,
traffic?
crash,
Crash. Thank you,
yeah,
Crash.
yeah, yeah, it's crash.
And the officer was filling up his wife, and he
Yeah,
doesn't do anything about it. I think for
yeah, man,
me, like you exerting that freedom, you exerting your agency,
yeah,
and this is pre Black Lives Matter. For me, it just spoke volumes as a black man. And
yeah,
for someone whose mom's not around, like a hero in my eyes, my brother. So, as much as I want to
thank you,
talk music, like that just resonated with me. And I'm
yeah,
just,
appreciate that.
was really happy to hear that. So just
Real
wanted to
talk,
say that,
man.
ask
Appreciate
that
that,
question.
bro. Appreciate that,
No
bro.
doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, for sure. Elbow Greasy. Listen, and if you weren't on here before, DJ Elbow Greasy and myself, we also help host a podcast that airs every Saturday night. Listen, this weekend is going to be so dope. I can't wait for y'all to get on here. It's
Trey Songs, we talking Trey Songs?
we might have to. My wife was watching that earlier. I'm like, yo, like, I'm just like, yo, she like, you want to see it? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, no, right?
Right? Uh, Free Agents Podcast airing this Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Anything you want to say before I shoot you out of here, bro?
Yeah. Is Robbie on? Robbie, are you on Twitch or like are you?
I am on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. The Book of Faces, the Gram of Instas, and what else? I feel like that's everything, right? That's the main ones.
Yeah,
Yo,
you
I'm
need to get on
also,
YouTube too.
also on, and I want to encourage y'all to go on here, but it's an app called Fanbase. It was created by Isaac Hayes the third. It's basically the Twitch and Instagram, of the future. It's black owned. You know what I mean? And they're working at all of them. It's kind of in beta right now. A lot of the other different features. It's kind of like they're working out like a clubhouse thing too, called Fanbase Direct Talk.
Okay.
I don't have no skin in the game. I'm just passionate about black culture. So you know what I mean. I just want to encourage y'all to look into that. You know what I mean? Because we make all these white folks famous, but and rich, but we got to support our
Robbie,
own
real
too.
quick, is that where we did your show?
No,
That was
the what?
the show that I performed a few months
No,
ago.
no, 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 no. That was Hop In. That was just another platform that we use, and I don't want to talk about that, man. That was a shit
Okay,
show.
cool. We don't have to.
That show was so terrible, man.
What happened? I had fun.
So I'm sorry, Bel-Ami. Just one more question.
Yeah.
You and I are both educators, and I know so many of my students would love to hear your story, especially how you've been able to move forward, and you're involved in the music. So I don't know if you talk to kids or you talk at schools, but I know I would love to have you talk to students out here.
I got you. So let me know.
Yeah.
I'll
make some definitely.
Thank you, my brother. Nice meeting you, Robbie. Bel-Ami, peace, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all connect and follow each other on social medias and all that good stuff.
We'll do. I'm about to do it now.
All right.
Good luck.
Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
Yo, my brother. Listen. Thank you.
We're coming up on 2 hours now, man. We almost at 2 hours, bro.
Cut it. I got to put that on the what you call them, on the whatchamajigums. Listen, this has been so much fun as always. We just in here talking, and I hope if you're new to the 6 Degrees podcast, I hope you've learned something that you didn't know today about this brother, who is really like my brother, even though I am my only child. You know what I'm saying? This is how.
As am I.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
God ordained. Just was like we just been here. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you, your friendship, your brotherhood, and just seeing the person that you become. And I look forward to seeing what's next. Thank you so much for gracing this 6 Degrees podcast.
Thank you, brother.
And we've had the most viewership that we've had thus far. I'd like to think that I'm doing something better each week, but I really believe like you just brought the people out tonight.
Well, I hope so, man. Hopefully, I just feel like we can, we can make each other greater. You know what I mean? If we join forces, like fucking Captain Planet. So,
like Captain,
and you got to, I announced my podcast yesterday.
Go ahead and announce it right here.
Well, Real Talk with Robbie Tolan. We announced it yesterday. Gonna have some great guests and some great conversation. It'll be something similar. I believe that my journey is such a unique one, and I've been blessed to be in a number of different social circles, whether it's the social justice, the music circle, the baseball circle, as an author, as a DJ. So, why not bring all those people together? So, we're gonna get on there. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk, and it's gonna be cool, man. Hopefully it's received well, and we announced it, so now it's real. Now I actually got to do it. We've been talking about it for about 6 months, and it's out there in the ether, and now I actually got to do it. So yeah, so follow RT with RT. It's called Real Talk with Robbie Tolan. It's on IG. It's the page on IG rather. It's RT with RT. And my personal page is at Robbie_Tolan. Is right there in the little video right there. And yeah, man.
So one more time, follow at RT with RT on all your social media. That's Robbie's podcast. Listen, it's going to be so dope. You might even know one of the guests on the podcast.
Yeah, man. We might have to get you on if you're not too busy for me.
That would be great. That would be great. That was my quick plug. You might
have to come on and talk to me, man.
Cool people stuff too.
I'm gonna find some embarrassing pictures of your ass and tell you and make you tell me what you think about when you see this.
Yo, listen. Also, make sure you follow, if you haven't already, at 6D Podcast on all your social media. And I forgot to put these little fun things that you see coming across the bottom. Those things are fun too. They keep the show going.
There you go.
Listen, shouts out to everybody who's joined in, who stuck around. I would like to remind you one more time to tune in next week, where my guest will be my brother V Ferg. And I know this guy from since 2001. So it's been a while at this point too. It's crazy, man. Am I just getting old?
A little bit.
No, I'm not. I'm just seasoned, brother. I'm seasoned.
Getting more seasoned,
I'm most
more
seasoned.
better.
Most seasoning. Most seasoning. But also make sure you go follow, like, and subscribe on whatever platform you're viewing this on. If you're not viewing this on YouTube, I'd encourage you to go to YouTube and view it. I just prefer it that way. Personal reasons. We can talk about that later. If you got an Apple Watch, hit your boy up. Slide in my DMs. We can be friends. I need more people to hold me accountable.
Hold accountable, man.
No?
Some accountability partners.
Accountability, man. We trying to do it right. Yo, we have some other people who popped in the chat. Just offering some words.
Bellaire, that's Bellaire High School right there.
Melissa Moore. Always love
Bellaire.
listening to you and supporting what you do. Shouts out.
Thank you
And
so
one more from one more Cardinal jumped in here. Yep. Listen, y'all. Yep. That's just what it is. Listen, y'all. Thanks for tuning in one more time. My brother Robbie Tolan. Thank you so much. Also, I forgot one thing. One thing I forgot to share with the peoples is this right here going down tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, tomorrow, man.
Talk about this really quickly. Plug this one more time.
So I usually do, obviously, when the world shut down last, I guess March or whatever it was, DJs were out here bad, man. We were hurting. We were used to getting out there and playing some music and doing what we love to do and touching the people and so a lot of DJs that I know, I mean, a lot of DJs, period, started doing virtual sets. So I started doing what I called the quarantine kickback on Instagram every Friday at whatever time I ended up showing up because it's a black show. So, yeah, man. So I would do it every Friday, and I did it for pretty much every Friday since March, and still continuing to do it. And just this week, I have a couple of things going on Friday, Saturday, so I'm not able to do it, so I moved it to Thursday. But it really just pops off whenever I feel like, man. At this point, I've been doing it so long and built up I don't want to call it a fan base. I'm not even comfortable with the idea that I have fans, but yeah, following. And so when I pop on, when they see that I'm live, they just hop in and we vibe and we have a good time. So yeah, the quarantine kickback is happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it says 10, but I mean, if you've been in there,
listen,
it stops when I stop it. So
first of all, you'll go on forever. But when it's you and Brian together, it's nuts. It don't make sense. It does not make sense how long y'all DJ. Y'all DJ literally until the next morning.
Yeah, man. It's just, it's one of those things, man. I'm in a space where I'm doing what I love to do. And it's like I said before, in March when the shutdown happened, we were used to being out in public and seeing people. We play a song and people, and they react to it, and you get to get that instant feedback. And so it was a bit of an adjustment going from that to DJing on Instagram, where it's just you in the corner by yourself, and you gotta trust the comments that come in. Oh, that's my shit. Oh, you know what I mean? There was a little bit of an adjustment there, but I mean, the people that have been consistently coming and the new followers or whatever that have come, it's just been incredible, man. And so, combine that with B Cox, Brian Michael Cox, doing the Love Zone sets. I'm doing what I love to do and playing music and vibing. And then you bring not only my family, my cousin, into it, but an amazing DJ, a 9-time Grammy Award winning. You know what I mean? He's such a presence, and you put us together in a room, and we have such an amazing chemistry and amazing rapport. Yeah, man, we'll be DJing and don't even know that it's 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
So
there was a couple times
I
was like,
you know what I mean?
It's been a couple times on there. I'm like, yo, I just can't. I can't sit up any longer. these niggas
Yeah,
is still going.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
shouts
man.
out, shouts out to Brian as well, man. And I appreciate y'all for breaking my music. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many people you can reach out to who you get a guaranteed spin and just some exposure and some feedback. And so
Yeah.
shouts out to everybody in here on this stream right now, from the Quarantine Kickback crew, from the Love Zone crew. You know, I sent Robbie some music. Like, yo, man, can you play this Spine Love? Shoot, boom, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? And
you know what? I feel like I'm getting a wild hair on my ass. I might want to do a little quick set tonight. You know what
see,
I mean?
listen, come on now. If you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you follow Robbie at Robbie_Tolan, just like it is on his name on the screen that you're watching. And hold up, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Sometimes I listen to you when I wake up while getting ready to go teach. And the thing is, she's listening because they've been DJing since from probably when she went to sleep.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, so you keeping folks up all damn night. That's exactly what happens. And just like I said, look, she clarified. I've gone to sleep, woke up the next morning, and they were still going. Anyway, it feels like that's what we're doing right now. And I'm sure somebody's like, yo, this is a very, very long podcast. But it is, whatever. I'm with my bro. Thank you one more time, brother. And we're going to get out of here now because it is officially 2 hours. This is a 2 hour. This is a 2 hour.
Yeah.
It wasn't even supposed to be this long. But I need to give you time to close your rings because, you still got some work to do. I've been sitting here and burning calories too. I'm at 1,005 now.
I don't care.
And drinking liquor. Go figure.
Hey, if I DJ, I'll burn calories real quick.
You will. You will. Robbie, anything you want to lead the people with?
I'm not good with like sign offs, but I mean, this has been hella fun, man. Just talking to you and being on your podcast. I'm proud of you, bro. On top of the journey that you've taken to get here, learning guitar, writing your own music, producing your own music, putting out projects, and now you're doing a podcast. I think that's incredible. Never stop working, bro. Never stop getting better. So again, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be on here and having a platform and promoting my platforms and yeah, man, 60 podcast,
bro. Thank you. Always love. Robbie Tolan, y'all. I need an applause button. I need an applause button because it just don't. It's like lackluster. But appreciate you, bro. Stick around. Get to you in just a second. Listen. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the fifth installment, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth of the 6 Degrees podcast, where instead of separation, we explore the ties that bind and focus on those things that keep us connected. I'm your host, Bel-Ami. And until next Wednesday, 9 p.m., I will see you. The audio for this podcast will be available Friday at midnight. So make sure you get that. It's on Spotify. You can also, it's on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure you subscribe to There's a Song for That playlist. And Robbie put some really good entries in there tonight. That playlist is on Spotify right now. You can get that. I'm going to update it here in just a few minutes with all the new music. So you'll be able to hear it. Really good playlist to listen to, Saturday cleaning, or if you're working out, it's got some songs in there that you can work out to. Shouts out to everybody who joined us. Kadre, DJ Elbow Greasy. Thank you all for popping in the chat tonight, or excuse me, popping in the stream. To everybody who was in the chat, thank you for contributing, for supporting. There's a bunch of different ways you can support. That's one of them. But also make sure you like, follow, subscribe on whatever platform you're viewing this. And I never feel like I've said everything that I need to say during this part. So with that, I'm just going to let the music come in and take out.